Hello everyone. Today in this session we see general exercise 2 from that linear correlation. In this exercise we have sums available regarding that two methods, that is correlation coefficient, rank correlation method, as well as correlation coefficient Carl-Pearson's method. Okay, so that we'll try today over here in this session. Now we'll see in this exercise 2 section F first of all, that is the last section available. Now in this section F over here we have sums available are the sums where it can be asked in 5 marks question, that is in section F of your board paper also. Okay, so that kind of sums we'll try today in this session. Then afterwards we'll move on the short sums also available, which can be asked in your exam for 1 mark as well as 2 marks or 3 marks section also. So that also we'll see. Okay, so one by one we'll move ahead. So first of all we'll move on section F. Question number second. First question is a normal question regarding the Carl-Pearson method. You can solve that. Now few questions which you have to solve, remember this, and few questions I am going to solve over here for your practice, for your concepts clear. Okay, so first question is for your homework regarding the Carl-Pearson's method. I am going to solve over here question number 2, where we are going to use over here the shortcut method. Okay, you can use any formula I told you before this also. In Carl-Pearson's method we have seen either you can use the x minus x bar formula, either you can use the direct method formula, xy formula, either you can use the UV formula, that is called shortcut method formula. Any of the formula you can use which you have seen, but the important thing is you have to define that which method is convenient for you. That method only you have to use, so that you can solve the answer correctly as well as in a short period of time. It will not take too long time, because we have to attempt nearly about 45 questions in a board examination, and in that 45 questions there are questions available of 5 marks also, 4 marks also, 3 marks, 2 marks, 1 marks and 1 marks. So we have to give the appropriate time to the each and every question. Okay, so that is why we need the method or the formula which will be very convenient for us, and easily, quickly and correctly we can find the answer. So that we have to define. Okay, so see, now I am reading the question. Second question, it is in your textbook page number 113. On that page the section F of the last exercise 2 it is available. So that I am reading over here. Question number 2, find the Carl-Pearson's correlation coefficient. See, it is already given. We have to find Carl-Pearson's correlation coefficient from the following information of the average weekly hours spent on video games and grade points obtained in an examination by 6 children of a big city. So there are two variables available. It is question number 2. Okay, I am writing over here section F. Okay, now question number 2, where first I am going to assume weekly average hours spent for video games. That is the first variable given as variable x. See, the name of variable is too long, so that is why instead of writing in the column you can assume first that it is variable x or y, then you can prepare the column so that it will be convenient for you. And second one is grade points obtained in an examination, which is considered as variable y. Now the observations given for variable x and variable y I'll write over here. So in variable x it is given as 43, 47, 45, 50, 40, 51, and in variable y 5.2, 4.9, 5.0, 4.7, 5.4 and 4.3. These are the observations available. Now with the help of this observation, we have to find out Karl-Pearson's correlation coefficient. So we can use any of the method or formula, any of the formula we have seen in Karl-Pearson's method. Okay, but I am going to use over here shortcut method, that is UV method. So in that case, there is no need to find out total of this x and y column. You can directly assume any one mean assume value, and that we have to deduct from the variable x observation or variable y observation. Accordingly, we will find out u and v. Okay, over here n is equals to available 6. There are 6 pairs of observations given, it is already mentioned. Okay, so see now in the UV method, first you have to find out variable u value, that is you have to convert the values of this variable x into new variable u. Okay, so u is equals to, I am going to take over here x minus, you can take, see this value which we are going to deduct, that is an assumed value only. So you can take any of this value available in your variable x column, or any other than that other value also you can take, whichever is convenient for you, you can take. But I am going to take over here is 45, x minus 45. So see, accordingly I am going to find out the new values over here. 43 minus 45 minus 2, 47 minus 45 is 2, 45 minus 45 0, 50 minus 45 is 5, 40 minus 45 minus 5, and 51 minus 45 it is 6. Now this total will be how much? So see, minus 2 plus 2 cancel, 5 minus 5 cancel, only remains 6. So your total of u column is 6. Now we'll find out a new variable v. That is, v means what? We are going to convert the variable y into variable v now. So in variable y, we have values available in decimal points, but you know that after decimal point there is one point value available. So you can multiply this value by 10 so that you can convert it into this kind of values. So what we'll do over here, see now, I am going to write over here 10, then into bracket y minus, which value we can take, any one of these value you can take if you want to take, or other than this also you can take. I am going to take over here 4.7. So what you have to do now, first from the variable y value deduct 4.7 and then multiply that value with 10, so that you will get this kind of values. Okay, see, like I will show you that 5.2 first value, 5.2 minus 4.7, that is equals to 0.5, and 0.5 into 10 it is equals to 5. 4.9 minus 4.7 is 0.2. 0.2 into 10 is 2. 5.0 minus 4.7 is 3. 0.3. 0.3 into 10 is 3. 4.7 minus 4.7 it is 0. 5.4 minus 4.7 it is equals to 0.7. 0.7 into 10 is 7. And 4.3 minus 4.7 is minus 4.4. Minus 0.4 into 10 is minus 4. Now this total we have to find out, that is called sum of v. So total of the positive value, then we'll deduct minus 4 only. So 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 7 17, 17 minus 4, 17 minus 4 it is 13. V is equals to 13. This is what your new variable u and v. This is the only part important when you convert the variable u or variable y into v or variable x into u. You can see that the values which we require are normally the value which can be convenient for us for multiplication or for adding up the values or for squaring up the value, and that is why we have converted these fractional values also into the exact values. Okay, and when we convert that variable x and v, x and y into u and v, in that case we are making the changes in origin as well as changes in scale. Okay, so we have a property of this correlation coefficient. We have seen in the beginning also that correlation coefficient is independent or free from changes in origin as well as changes in scale. So that is why you can divide the value also by any value, constant value. You can multiply also the value with any constant value. You can deduct also any constant value, but your calculation must be correct. Okay, so this is what the u and v we have. Now according to this, we all know the formula which we have to use. Shortcut method formula. I am writing that formula first. R is equals to and sum of uv minus sum of u into sum of v divided by into the first root and sum of u square minus sum of u the whole square into the another root and sum of v square minus sum of v the whole square. This is what your formula. Now accordingly we'll prepare the required columns. So now the next column we require sum of u and sum of v, these two are available. Next column we require is uv column, that is multiplication of variable u and variable v. So these two column multiplication that you have to write now. So we'll find out now. Minus 2 into 5 it is minus 10, 2 into 2 it is 4, 0 into 3 is 0, 5 into 0 is 0, minus 5 into 7 is minus 35 and 6 into minus 4 is minus 24. Total of this we require. So total of the negative value we'll find out first and then we'll deduct 4. So you will get negative uv total over here. Sum of uv will be negative. So you will find out 35 plus 24. 35 plus 24 is 59. 59 plus 10 is 69. Minus 69 plus 4. So 69 minus 4 is how much? 65, but it is negative. Minus 65 is your total. Okay, you can find it on your calculator also, no problem. Then now we require sum of u square. So next column we have to prepare is u square column. So square of the variable u values, minus 2 square is 4, 2 square again 4, 0 square is 0, 5 square 25, minus 5 square is also 25 and 6 square is 36. Again we'll find out the total. So 25 and 25 it is 50, 50 plus 36, 50 plus 36 is 86, 86 plus 4 90, 90 plus 4 is 94. Sum of u square is 94. Similarly we require now v square, that is sum of v square. So we require to prepare a column of v square. So square of these observations in variable v available, that you have to find and you have to write over here. So 5 square 25, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 0 square 0, 7 square 49 and minus 4 square 16. Now total we'll find out. So 9 plus 9 18, 18 plus 6 24 plus 4 28 plus 5 33, carry 3, 3 plus 2 5 plus 5, it is 10. Sum of v square is 103. Now we have to replace the values in our formula. So one by one we'll replace the values in formula and we'll try to calculate our correlation. N is equals to 6. Sum of uv is available minus 65 minus sum of u is 6, sum of v is 13 divided by into the first root. N is 6. Sum of u square is available 94 minus sum of u is 6 the whole square into another root. N is 6. Sum of v square is available 103 minus sum of v is 13 the whole square. This is what your values you have to replace. Now I am showing the calculation over here on the other part. Therefore r is equals to, now we'll find out the values one by one which we require. So first of all 6 into minus 65. So 6 into 65, that is 390, but it will be minus value. 390 minus 13 into 6, 78 divided by into the first root. 6 into 94. 6 into 94 is 564 minus 6 square is 36 into another root. 6 into 103, it is 618 minus 13 square is 169. Now accordingly minus 390 minus 78, so we have to add this value, but sign will be negative. So 390 minus plus 78, that comes to 468, but minus negative 468 divided by into the first root 564 minus 36, that is 528, into the another root 618 minus 169, that is 449, that is equals to minus 468. Now what we have to do over here, first we will multiply these two values in the root available, and then we will find out its square root. That will write over here. So 449 into 528, and its square root we required. So square root of that value is 486.90. Therefore R is equals to, now the answer, so it is 468 upon 486.90. That comes to minus, because see the numerator is negative, so minus 0.96. This is your answer. And which type of correlation we got? So we have got negative relation, but not exactly minus 1. So if it is known as what? Partial negative correlation. This is what your answer. It is partial negative correlation. Similarly, we will move on the next question again to practice that same method, that is shortcut method. In the next question also see what it is given. First I am reading the question and then we'll try to solve the sum. The third question in section F only. Find Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient between density of population per square kilometer and death rate per thousand from the following data. So we have to find out Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient only between the two variables given as density per square kilometer and death rate per thousand. So I am going to write over here that assumption first of all. It is question number 3. Density per square kilometer is considered as variable x and death rate per thousand is considered as variable y. Okay, and now I am going to write that two variables available in your sum. City names are given, but city names are not important for us, so we will write only the variable values. The variable x given as 750, 600, 350, 500, 200, 700 and 850. These are the values in variable x available. Variable y 30, 20, 15, 20, 10, 25 and 50, and that is the variable y value is provided. Now again you can see the values are in 3 digits available over here, also over here 2 digits, but some larger values are there. So what we'll do, we'll convert these values into u and v. Now to convert the values into u and v, you have to take any one value from the variable x as assumed value and any one value from the variable y as assumed value, and you have to convert them into u and v respectively. Okay, now the important thing is how you are going to convert it. So see now, u is equals to, I am writing over here, u is equals to x minus any one value you can take out of these values, or other than that also you can take any one value. I am taking over here 500 for our calculation conveniency, x minus 500. Now important thing, if you deduct only 500, the 750 minus 500 is actually 250 only. That is not actually the proper value we got, which we can easily multiply or which we can easily square up. It is still a bigger value. So what we'll do, we have to make it still smaller. So for that purpose we'll divide this deduction by some constant value according to this in the proportion available. So in these values you can see at the last two digits available, that is unique place and tens place, 5 and 0 are there, 5 and 0, 5 and 0 like this. So you can divide the value by 50. 100 is not possible. If you divide the value by 100, then you will get answer 2.5, 3.5 like this. Instead of that, we'll divide it by 50. So we'll get nearer the smaller values. Okay. So accordingly, see, 750 minus 500 is 250. 250 upon 50. So 5 5s are 25. It will be 5. 0 0 is cancelled and remaining is 5 5s are 25. That is 5. Similarly, 600 minus 500, it is 100. 100 upon 50, so 52s are 100. Then 350 minus 500 is minus 150. Minus 150 upon 50, that is 53s are minus 1, 53s are 150, so minus 3. 500 minus 500, it is 0. 200 minus 500 is 300. Minus 300. Minus 300 upon 50, so 56 are 300. Right? So 6, but it is minus 6. 700 minus 500 is 200. 200 upon 50 is 4. 54s are 200. And 850 minus 500, it is 350. 350 upon 50. So 57s are 350. This total we have to find out. That is known as sum of u. We will try to find out directly. So 5 plus 7. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 4, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. And minus 6 and minus 3 is minus 9. So 18 minus 9. 18 minus 9 is 9 we have. That is positive value. Okay. Similarly, we will convert y into v. So it is v is equals to y minus. Again, any one value out of these given values we will take. So we will take over here 20. Y minus 20. Again, we can divide this value to make it smaller, still smaller. You can see at the unique place 0 or 5 only available. So it means what? These values can be divisible by 5. So we can divide the value by 5 over here. So accordingly, you see how we can get the answer. The 30 minus 20 is 10. 10 upon 5 it is 2. 5 2s are 10. 20 minus 20 it is 0. 15 minus 20 is minus 5. Minus 5 upon 5 is minus 1. 20 minus 20 it is 0. 10 minus 20 is minus 10. Minus 10 upon 5 is minus 2. 25 minus 20 is 5. 5 upon 5 is 1. And 50 minus 20 is 30. 30 upon 5 is 6. Total of these is called as sum of v. Try to find out that. So 2, these 2 and minus 2 are cancelled. Right? 1 and minus 1 also cancel. This can be cancelled. If it is possible, you can directly calculate this. So only remaining is 6. So this is what your value of u and v. Now over here we have taken both the changes. Changes in origin and changes in scale. Origin means deducted the constant value from the variable value, and a changes in scale means divided with the constant value. That is called as changes in scale. In that case also, your correlation coefficient will remain same. For this variable, new variable u and v, you calculate it, or for the old variable x and y, you calculate it. For the same sum, you will get the answer same by both the methods. Okay, so that is why we are using this method, uv method. Okay, now the formula. So first of all, n is equals to how much available? So that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 pairs of observations available. So n is equals to 7. Now we'll write the formula. R is equals to n sum of uv minus sum of u into sum of v divided by into the first root and sum of u square minus sum of u the whole square into the another root and sum of v square minus sum of v the whole square. This is your formula. Now according to this, we'll prepare the column. So u and v are already available. Sum of uv we have to find out. So we'll prepare first column, u into v column. Now you can see this multiplication is very easy for us because there is only one digit values we have available. So we'll multiply the value. 5 into 2, 10. 2 into 0 it is 0. Minus 3 into minus 1 is positive 3. 0 into 0 it is 0. Minus 6 into minus 2 is positive 12. 4 into 1 is 4. And 7 into 6 is 42. Total, that is called as sum of UV. So 42 plus 4, 46 plus 12 is 58. 58 plus 3, 61. 61 plus 10, 71. That is your sum of UV. Now we need sum of U square. So next column we prepare is U square column. Square of this variable U we have to write. So 5 square 25, 2 square 4, minus 3 square 9, 0 square 0, minus 6 square 36, 4 square 16 and 7 square 49. The total of this we have to find out, that is called sum of U square. So we will find out that 9 plus 9 18, 18 plus 6 24 plus 6 30, 30 plus 9 is 39, carry 3, 3 plus 2 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 5 139. Sum of U square is 139. Okay, and similarly we read sum of V square. So last column V square column. So square of this V column. So 2 square is 4, 0 square 0, minus 1 square 1, 0 square 0, minus 2 square 4, 1 square 1 and 6 square 36. Total of this sum of V square we need 36 plus 5 is 41, 41 plus 5 is 46. That is your total of V square column. Now we'll replace the values in our formula and accordingly we'll try to calculate the answer. So it is n is equals to 7. Sum of UV is 71 minus sum of U 9 into sum of V 6 divided by into the first root. N is equals to 7. Sum of U square we got 139 minus sum of U is 9 the whole square into the another root. N is equals to 7. Sum of V square is 46 minus sum of V is 6 the whole square. So accordingly 7 into 71 it is 497 minus 9 into 6 54 divided by into the first root. It is 7 into 139, that comes to 973 minus 9 square is 81 into the another root. 7 into 46 that is 322 minus 6 square is 36. Now on the other side I am writing, therefore R is equals to first 497 minus 54 that is 443 divided by into the first root. It is 973 minus 81, it is 892 into the another root. It is 322 minus 36, that is 286, that is equals to 443 divided by. Now we have to multiply these two values and then we'll find out its root. So 892 into 286 and its square root, it is equals to 505.086 we have available. So 086, see, this is the important thing. What is the change you have to do? The third digit, we have to write value after decimal point up to 2 digits. But if third digit is 5 or more, you have to add 1 to the preceding value. So in that case, instead of 08, we can write 09. That is how you have to write. Okay. Now the division will be your answer. R is equals to, that is 443 divided by 505.09. That comes to 0.877. So 0.88 we can take. And it is a positive value we got. So it is called as partial positive correlation. This is your answer. Now similarly, students, you have to practice some more questions like this only. So I am going to give you some practice questions in section F only. I told you the first sum, I have solved over here second and third. Okay, so you have to solve the first question in section F available, section F fourth question, and section F okay, first and fourth you have to solve, because fifth, sixth, 7 and 8 are regarding the rank correlation method, Spearman's method. So that we'll see in the next session, how to calculate rank correlation. Again I will discuss with you so that you can have a practice, one or two sum, and then I will give you some more sums as a practice question. Okay, and then we'll move on the other sections available one by one gradually. So this is the end of this session. Hope you are getting the concepts over here what I am trying to explain you, and try to practice it at your home. Okay? Stay safe and stay at home only. Thank you.